Yes, I will tell you about the potentials of blockchain technologies on achieving of sustainable development goals and the activities that Republic of Slovenia and the European Blockchain Hub is doing on that direction in past, let's say, 2 to 3 years. Next slide, please. It's really interesting that such a small country as Slovenia have a really fruitful ecosystem of startup blockchain companies. Mainly they are working on the field of social business, and out from that our government already in 2015 started to support their growth, start to think how we will encourage and how we will make a smart regulation in order to support these companies really to impact a lot on the society. We decided to become one of the leading countries in Europe on the field of blockchain startup companies. And next slide, please. We are sharing all the knowledge on that field also with international, on international arena. As you can see, we presented our experiences at first workshop where it was held in Geneva in April this year, when UNGA show the first white paper that it's under construction, prepared by more than 100 experts from all over the globe. It's called White Paper on the Potential of Blockchain Technologies at the Achieving of SDGs. Next slide, please. It was second workshop that we organized here in New York in July this year, also discovering together with other countries how we could use blockchain technologies particularly to make our societies more resilient, and we really show a lot of really potentials already going on through the companies and through the cities and also countries. Next slide, please. As you can see, when we are moving from centralized to decentralized and now to the distributed economy, we have to be aware that the main reason that we can do that is the development of the technology. So-called distributed ledger technology is the technology who really enables us to move now from decentralized into the distributed economy. Next slide, please. And in Slovenia and also in European Blockchain Hub, we strongly believe that we should use these potentials at achieving sustainable development goals. Next slide, please. I will, in next 4 slides, show you a few concrete examples of companies that already walking the talk, who are already doing this in practice. The first one is the company HashNET. It's from Southeastern Europe and developing a new protocol. As you probably know, the current blockchain technology is quite energy consuming. A lot of electricity is used and it's not so sustainable. At HashNET, for example, it's a new protocol, so-called proof of stake, which don't use electricity anymore. It's much more sustainable, and it's a kind of basic infrastructure to develop the new protocols and new applications with distributed ledger technology on it. Next slide, please. Some concepts of really using blockchain technologies and tokenization of the assets, but also services on the level of communities is done by the project of Comunia, which will use tokens to incentivize local citizens, either if they will decide to be more environmental friendly, if they will use more sustainable energy. And we can see here that its potential of the blockchain technology, again, that we can use it to boost our resilient local communities. Next slide, please. One really wonderful platform, it's actually the first of a kind in the world that it's already working its own contract. They enable the individuals, owners of solar panels, when they are producing their own renewable energy, that they are selling peer-to-peer the surpluses of the electricity to whoever in Europe and globally. This is the first time in the world that, let's say, common citizens can trade with the surpluses of energy, and it's a really big potential, not just in Europe, but in global scale. Next slide, please. Here is an example of one social enterprise who is using blockchain technology and artificial intelligence in order to give possibility to young programmers to have possibility on working labor market, to get a job, to get contracts together with the strong companies. And the ECTA platform, for example, it's still under construction. We'll try to connect these two parts of the world. On one side, new strong blockchain companies. On the other side, developers who are trying to find their opportunities on the labor market. Next slide, please. I will conclude my presentation with explaining that European Blockchain Hub was established in 25th of May, have the headquarters in Ljubljana, capital of Slovenia, already engaging more than 5 European countries, calling up different stakeholders like representatives of companies, civil society, government, cities, to collaborate together to develop these new potentials of blockchain technology. And we already partner with Asian node that it was established already in July with headquarters in Kuala Lumpur. And just right now, in September, October, and November, a huge blockchain for SDGs tour is under the way. In 11 Asian countries, it will be the conferences speaking about the potentials of blockchain, concretely on the field of achieving sustainable development goals. And we will, of course, conclude this tour in January next year with a big conference in Ljubljana in Slovenia in order to make a really strong partnership on the level of European and Asian countries, building up the ecosystem for blockchain technologies in a global scale. Here I would like, of course, to call you to start to partner with the European Blockchain Hub. We are thinking to make a global network, of course, with the main focus how to use this great technology at achieving sustainable development goals. Thank you for your attention.
Give Tadej a round of applause.